Hey folks, how you going? Skypilot here. So if you look at my last video up there, up on the top right of the screen there, I have flown the 18650 Lion pack with the Flywoo hexacopter and directly compared it with a brand new 4S LiPo. Flight times were quite interesting, so I'm going to do the exact same, different location, but I'm going to do an exact same flight time test with the 4S 18650 on the roof of the Flywoo Explorer this time. Check out how long we fly for, and I'll put the same 4S on top and we shall compare flight times for quadcopters and flight times for battery packs. Let's get that timer going. Let's see how long we can get this Lion to stay up in the sky for. Okay, 12 satellites as per usual guys. I've just got a separate LiPo here that I am firing up the GPS unit with. As I always fly these long ranges with a GPS unit, so now we can hook the Lion straight in and not waste any time at all in finding some satellites so we can take off. Okay, we're armed and we are off with the Lion 18650 4-pack, and we're going to see exactly how long we can stay up in the sky for. Again guys, this is going to just be a reasonably boring slow cruise around, because as we all know with the 18650 pack, the Lion batteries do not take kindly to being maxed out. In other words, full stick on the throttle. No good at all. If you want to do that and you want to fly a bit of freestyle, then stick with your LiPo. However, I'm just being really gentle on the sticks here. Just try and maintain an altitude and have a hover around the place. We'll sit around 100 meters. That's a fairly good height to sit at. I do have a TBS patch on the front, so I have to make sure I am looking in the right direction, or we may lose signal. Let's just stay over here by the road, and we are climbing for some reason, not too sure what's going on there. 197 meters from home, 40, I'm going to sit on about 70 meters altitude. This Flywoo is a fabulous little long ranger guys. I'm not going to go far here because there's too many trees in the way, but you can easily get 1.5 to 2 kilometers away with an analog setup, no problem at all, which is really cool. I might just get a little bit more altitude, so I know there are some trees in the way. So on time 4 minutes, pretty good. You can hear a car. Hopefully it keeps on going. I'll just spin around. So I know when you do spin around, we will lose a little bit of that DVR because the antenna pops around the other way, but it picks it up pretty quick. I'm flying it fairly similar to how I was flying the hexacopter in my last video. So again guys, this is a direct follow on from my last video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's just there's a link on the top right of the screen there. Quite interesting results, definitely, with the hexacopter flying the Lion pack compared to a 4S 850. Okay, so I'm going over there, so I should just have a look over there. So look at that car going. .5 volts. As we all know, we can get down to 12.5 if we're really desperate. 12.9 volts with the line pack. I'm not going to fly to the left because there's a whopping great tower there. Don't want to disrupt my test. So with the six props of the hexacopter, it makes for a much more efficient unit. So I'm just sort of thinking that the quadcopter here is going to burn the power a lot quicker because there's less props keeping it in the air, which means the quad needs to work harder to stay up in the sky. So I'm thinking I'm not going to get as good a flight time from this as I have from the hexacopter. 14.1, going fairly well for battery time. There's no point talking about distance travelled with these tests, because if you stand still, of course, your kilometres doesn't really change very much because you're not going anywhere. Yeah, there goes a car. .1, 7 minutes in. By memory, I think we're looking at around 15 minutes for the hexacopter, so it will be very interesting to see. So just make sure there's no one parked near me, because of course I'm not really next to anybody at the moment. Eight minutes flight time, we'll get 10 quite easily. So 14.3. Power's going really well actually, guys. I'm quite impressed. Let's get a bit of altitude here. In a minute now we're going to get a couple of warning flashes going on. We're going to hit 12 volts. 14. Sorry, we're going to hit 14 volts. .9. 9 minutes flight time. Sorry, this can't be more interesting for you guys. It's just the way it is when you're running tests. Okay, 13.8. Going really well. Okay, we have our on timer 10 minutes flashing, 13.8 volts. I believe I stopped my last test with a hexa as soon as the volts struck 12. So in the interest of the same test, I shall do exactly the same. Let's sneak up to 100 meters altitude. I believe I've set my beta flight up to give me a warning at 100 meters. Yes, we have. There we go. She's flashing. We want to go up too much higher. 13.7, 12-minute flight time. We're still sitting on 14 volts, guys. This is 13.4 now, sorry. Of course, I'm not surprised. I was expecting around 15 minutes, so I think we'll achieve that easily. I'm actually starting to think I'm going to get a longer flight time with this than I did with the hexacopter, which will be a surprise. Absolutely. Can't yet see what's going on here. Where's he going? .4 at 13 minutes. I'll have the time on the screen here, guys, post edit, to compare those times for both of these quads. So you should be looking at that now, hopefully. Otherwise, feel free to jump over to my other video with the hexacopter as soon as you're done here, if you haven't already, of course. Yeah, still 13.5 V, folks. 14, we're going to get over 15 minutes here. And there's someone in front of me. Yeah, it's always a pain flying when someone interrupts your flight. Anyway, it's giving me something to do. Just make sure there's nobody else lurking in the shadows. No, I'm good. There's some chap on a push bike decided to come and check out what was going on. I don't know where he is now. $13.2 guys, 16 minutes. This is doing a lot better than what I thought it would do, that's for sure. Not too sure where the BMX Bandit went. He may have come from one of these houses down here, wondering what all the noise was about. Anyway, I shall certainly check him out on my Osmo Action post edit. Hey, cruising guys, we're still 13 volts, 12.8, 12.7. I do think 12.6 is probably the magic number, so I'm going to bring it into land now. I thought it was 12, but just thinking about it again, I think it's about 12.6, 12.5, so we're getting really close. I'm pretty happy that anyway, it's nearly 20 minutes of flight time. Yeah, slightly surprised pleasantly by the results. The quadcopter performs better with both Lion and LiPo. Times on the screen there as mentioned, but it looked like the quadcopter outflies the hexacopter, despite having a couple of extra props on the hexacopter, which makes it more efficient to fly. But the Lion and the 854S LiPo performed really well on the quadcopter here, and I think it's given us a better result. Really good. Let us know what you think guys. Have you had any similar experiences? Links down below for these batteries and all the bits and bobs that you're seeing here. Thanks very much for sticking by to the end of this video, much appreciated. Guys, I'll see you in the comments and up in the sky. Catch you later on guys, bye for now.